Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to understand multiplication property of Laplace transformation. We will also solve example to understand the property. Before start the concept of multiplication property, I hope you all know about standard function of Laplace transformation, linear property, first shifting theorem and second shifting theorem. If not, please watch the video of Laplace transformation of standard function and linear property and second video of Laplace transformation of first shifting theorem and second shifting theorem. Here we just revise the concept of previous topic and start with our main topic, that is multiplication property of Laplace transformation. Standard formula Laplace transformation of 1 is 1 by s, e raised to power at is 1 upon s minus a, e raised to power minus at 1 upon s plus a, sin at Laplace transformation is a upon s square plus a square, Laplace transformation of cos at s upon s square plus a square, Laplace transformation of sine hyperbolic at a upon s square minus a square, Laplace transformation of cos hyperbolic at s upon s square minus a square, Laplace transformation of t raised to power n factorial divided by s raised to power n plus 1 or gamma n plus 1 divided by s raised to power n plus 1. First shifting and second shifting theorem of Laplace transformation. What is first shifting theorem? If Laplace transformation of function of t which is equal to phi of s, then Laplace transformation of e raised to power minus at function of t will be phi of s plus a. Laplace transformation of at function of t will become phi of s minus a. Second shifting theorem, Laplace transformation of function of t is phi of s, then Laplace transformation of t minus a, u of t minus a will be e raised to power minus as phi of s. You can also write this as a Laplace transformation of function of t. And one corollary is there, Laplace transformation of function of t u of t minus a, it will become e raised to power minus as Laplace transformation of f of t plus a. Now, property of Laplace transformation, and first we are going to understand that is multiplication property of Laplace transformation. Very important property. If Laplace transformation of function of t is phi of s, then if we multiply Laplace transformation with t raised to power n inside the operator, means Laplace transformation of t raised to power n function of t raised to power n means you multiply t n times, okay, then it will become minus 1 raised to power n differentiation n times with respect to s phi of s. What I am trying to say, if you multiply t f of t means 1 time t, so you have to differentiate this function 1 time with respect to s with negative sign. If you multiply 2 times means t square f of t, then you differentiate this function 2 times with respect to s and minus 1 power 2, that is positive. If you multiply 3 times, so you have to differentiate 3 times minus 1 raised to power 3. Okay. So if you multiply n times function of t, so minus 1 raised to power n differentiation n times with respect to s phi of s. Means when we apply multiplication theorem, means f of t will be phi of s, then after applying multiplication theorem it will become differentiation of that part with respect to s and minus 1 raised to power. So let's take example of multiplication by t property. Find Laplace transformation of t sine 3t. Okay, so Laplace transformation of t function of t. First we find Laplace transformation of function of t, that is Laplace transformation of sine 3t. So by standard formula we know that Laplace transformation of sine 8t is a divided by s square plus a square. So it will be 3 divided by s square plus 9. Now to find t sine 3t, so we will apply property of multiplication by t. So we know that property Laplace transformation of t raised to power n f of t minus 1 raised to power n differentiation with respect to s n times phi of s. So here we have t raised to power 1. So Laplace transformation of t raised to power 1 sine 3t minus 1 one time differentiation, that is d by ds of phi of s. Here we have phi of s is 3s square plus 9. Differentiation of this part, you can write this part as u upon v, or you can take constant out. So I am explaining if it is u upon v, then how to solve. Differentiation u upon v, then v square. So denominator is square, that is v square. V is constant. Differentiation of u, that is 3, is 0. Minus 3 is constant. Differentiation of v, that is s square. Differentiation is 2s. And 9 differentiation, constant differentiation is 0. So it will become minus 6x divided by s square plus 9 the whole square, and minus sign from the formula, so it will become 6s s square plus 9 whole square. So let's take next question, question number 3, which is based on particular integral problem. Okay, so question is given in the form of 0 to infinity e raised to power st function of t dt. Let's take this question, 0 to infinity e raised to power minus 2t t cos t dt. So this e raised to power minus 2t is not our first shifting theorem part. Why? Because we have this in the integration 0 to infinity. Okay, so this is value of s, that's why it is called particular value. So let's solve this question step by step. First we find Laplace transformation of cos t. So we know that cos at will be s upon s square plus a square. So cos t means value of a is 1. So s upon s square plus 1 square. So Laplace transformation of cos t will be s upon s square plus 1. Now cos t multiply with t. So Laplace transformation of cos t multiply with t. So we use multiplication by t property, that is minus 1 raised to power n dn by dsn. But here t raised to power 1. So minus 1 raised to power 1 d by ds of phi of s. And phi of s is s upon s square plus 1. Now differentiate this part. So this is again u by v. So v square, v is constant, differentiation of u, that is 1, minus u is constant, differentiation of v, that is 2s. We solve this part and we will get minus s square plus 1 divided by s square plus 1 the whole square. Okay, so Laplace transformation of t cos t will be this. Okay, now 0 to infinity e raised to power 2t, and this, so we compare with our basic form, that is 0 to infinity e raised to power st function of t dt. So we can say that our value of s is equal to what? 2. So we have to put the value s, which is equal to 2. So it will be 2 square minus 1, 2 square plus 1 the whole square. So value will be 3 upon 25. So that's why this question is called as particular integral value or particular integral question. I hope you all understand the multiplication by t property of Laplace transformation and how to solve question based on this property. Please like and subscribe the channel. In the next video, I'll explain division by t property of Laplace transformation. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.